Hey guys, coming at you from Breckenridge, Colorado, and I'm at a mastermind here, and it's absolutely amazing because I'm at this mastermind and I'm realizing that everybody in this room has the same problem, and their problem is that they don't have any problems. To give you guys like a little bit of background, the mastermind is about growing your digital agency, and it costs a couple $1,000s to come here. So everybody who is in the room, has at least some amount of success with their agency. And what I've realized is that everyone in the room is an A player, in the sense that whether their agency is like $15,000 a month or $100,000 a month or even more, they all, even the people who are at a lower level, they have like this thing within them, like this grittiness, like what got them to be successful is they're the type of people where if their backs are against the wall, they're going to fight. And then they're going to succeed. They're going to find a solution. And everybody here who has an agency, they've found themselves in that situation at some point where they needed to make money and they decided that they were going to do an agency. And because their back was against the wall, they literally did whatever it took to be successful. If it was, these guys are talking about knocking on doors. They're talking about cold calling businesses. And they're like, yeah, I did whatever I needed to do to get clients, and now I just grow on referral, and I work about 5 hours a week. And it's absolutely hilarious because you have somebody who has an agency that's pretty good, an agency that's like pretty decent. They're pulling in multiple six figures a year from their business, and they're working only 5 hours a week, but they're sitting there saying like, hey guys, what should I do? I've done this amazing thing. I'm an extraordinary person. I've done this amazing thing, which has built a multiple six-figure business, out of nothing. And now I only work 5 hours a week. And they're sitting there saying like, all right, well, how do I get to that next level? Not realizing that their issue isn't any like what to do. Their issue is that they just don't want to work. Their issue is that they're too comfortable. They're too complacent. And I was like talking to one of these guys, and I'm sure if he sees this, he's gonna laugh. But he's like telling me this, because we're all like laughing, about like this similarity here. And I look at him in the eye, and I'm like, yeah, you're too comfortable. Like F your potential. And it was so funny because like I saw the look on it, like he stopped smiling, because like it was all fun and games. We're all joking around. But when I said that to him, it's like, yeah, who cares about your potential? He just stopped because he's like, oh crap. And that's like one of the big things that did it for me. Because, I've been in that place. I've been in that place where it's like, oh my gosh, this agency life is amazing. Like the lifestyle's pretty good. I'm just going to pick my kids up from school all the time. And what got me past that was realizing like, number one, like the first 100,000 is the hardest to make. If you've made your first 100,000, you have it within you. You have it within you to 10x that. You have that within you to make $10 million if you've already made 100,000, because that's the hardest one to make. So it's kind of like raising the bar as to what's possible and where like my standards are going to be. I mean, to give you like some real hard truths out there, if you've been trying and you haven't had like some level of success, and it's not like that you're too comfortable, it's that you just haven't had that level of success, I would ask yourself, like, number one, like, are you really an A player? Are you really like, going out there and getting it done? And if you're not, then, what skills do you need to become an A player? But if you have achieved some success and you're finding yourself too comfortable, like, don't you realize that like what you're okay with is just completely arbitrary? Like you just made it out of thin air. You've arbitrarily said that you know, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, wherever it is that you're stuck at is okay, you know, and that's enough for you, you know, but that's not really based in reality. And what you really could do could be 10x that, you know, like screw the $1 million a year. Like, what about what if you're capable of making $10 million a year?